Alrighty, y'all, we are live. God bless everyone in Jesus' name. Hope you're doing good. We're in an $888,000 long trade from the setup given in the Casper crew this morning. Setup given in advance at 8:29, and then I took the long trade as we dipped into the golden pocket. We almost got it validated on this one, guys, but we are pumping right now. And yeah, shouts to the Casper crew. It's been a crazy trade. Got in, got in the red, in the green, in the red, in the green, dipped back down to the dang Fibonacci golden pocket, and here we are, baby. Here we are. Let's see what happens, guys, because we're coming up to a key resistance right here, and if we can break this, I don't see why we can't squeeze the rest of all this here. I got myself a partial stop loss below our last little swing low here. Not going to close this baby in the red. Not even close, right? So let's see what happens here. Big shout to everybody in the chat. All right, shout out to JCSGO. Seems like a new face. I don't remember seeing you in here. God bless you, man. Shout out to Nico Slavic. I pray for short. Okay. All right, shout out to Momo Slappy. He says, plunger time. Here we go, baby. Bitcoin pumping. Let me sniff your sandals. All I want to see is a juicy blue candle. Oh, man. This is what euphoria looks like, baby. This is wild. Let's see. We're above that 786. Let's see, baby. Let's see. Look at this, man. Look at this. Big shout out to Gravy Train. Probably by the time we close. Shout out to Not Quicker. Is there any chance we reach 72 today? There is a chance, man. Here's the thing. There is a real chance. And could the high be in? Yeah, the high could be in. But there isn't a real good chance, actually, that we do hit $72,000 today. There is a good chance for that. The reason why is because we did not come up to value area high of range. All right, let's put on our chart here. And let's take a look. All right, let's take a look. Let's close off all this. And let's just observe the sideways range for a second here. All right. The value area high has not been tapped. And the whole reason that I've been long since Friday, guys, I have been long since Friday, is because we were down at value area low, right? And the hypothesis is we're at value area low, we have bull divs, it's a key support, so we look for a move up to value area high. Guess what? Value area high is right here. That's going to be just under 71, all right? Just under 71. Let's see what happens. All right. Again, this is a local resistance here, this golden pocket, so that's why I've got my partial stop loss down yonder to lock in a couple thousand. But yeah, so the thing is, we could come up to this next zone, right? We could come up to this next zone up here, where I would obviously be looking for a rejection, but you know, things could continue up. We might get a move back up to the top of the range. In fact, I would say this, the sideways range, I would say we could determine it as being around 80K, right? For a few reasons. Number one, we have the support resistance flip here, right? Pretty much going all the way back to these lows. And then we have this little daily order block right around here. So we could see more of a move to the upside than what people are expecting. In addition, we got the fib golden pocket from the high to the low. That's going to be coming in at around 84,000. So honestly, there is a chance, guys. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but there actually is a chance that this range that we're in, this sideways range, trades like this, you know, then we come down and then eventually we break down. Like, this is a real possibility right now. All right. And we are long, guys. We got $800,861 on the position. All right. From the trade setup given in the Casper crew this morning. Let everyone know I took the long. It's been a long, painful journey. It's been a long, painful journey of this trade because you know, I longed the golden pocket, but our invalidation was the POC, and we bounced right from the POC. That was actually our low, was the POC itself. So the low that we got, whoops, the low that we ended up taking right down here, this was the POC. We almost got stopped out. It's so crazy. Look at this, guys. Like, look at this, right? Look at this. Man, it's so crazy. The levels are being so respected here. All right, check this out. All right, check this out. So the two local time frame trades I was looking for was the long from the golden pocket, invalidation, the POC. Look at how close we get to the stop. We bounce right from the POC, the weekly VWAP close. Then we come up right up and get a massive drop. You see that? We come up to the short setup, literally to the dollar, right there, right into the pocket. Boom, we drop, right? And then we get a back test of the local golden pocket. Okay, all right. We've hit a partial stop loss here, guys. We've hit a partial stop here, okay? So we've locked in $1,700 right now. We're gonna wait and see what happens here. We've just made a lower high. All right, we've just made a lower high. We've locked in $1,700 on this trade. Not bad, not bad. Not bad, not bad. So yeah, this is a possibility that we could see here on Bitcoin. Remember, guys, we do have a historic weekly 2 dot confirmed, 2 week green dot confirmed. I mean, the last time we had this, guys, the bottom was very near. Last time we had this, we had a few weeks of up and then a big drop, and then that was the bottom. So whether we come up a little bit more and reject from 72, or if we come up a bit more and even reject from 80, 82, I still would like to see another bottom come for Bitcoin. I would like to see another catastrophic dump. I would like to see all hope lost. And then I will be buying heavily on spot Bitcoin, spot. All right. Now, honestly, if we do hold this level here, because really what we did was we came and we filled this gap, right? Support resistance flip. I might as well add to the trade a little bit. All right. People asking, Jason, why are you talking like that? You're going to lose all your subscribers. I don't have any subscribers anyway. Shout out to Crypto Crank. Shout out to Daniel Caprude. There will be no big dump before mid big alts pump decently. Don't know what that means, but it sounds cool. Shout out to Dimaholic. Oh man, look at this pump. You know what? We're gonna add a little bit to the long trade here. We're just gonna go for it. See what the market's gonna give us. You know, let's see what the market's gonna give us here. I can't. Really? I can't. Wait, hang on. What the heck? There's a minimum amount? Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Let's see what we can get here. Let's see what we can get here. Let's see what we can get here. We've got 800,000 back on the trade. We got 800K on the trade, my man. Let's see what we can get here. Let's see what we can get here. What is the value area high? Oh, the orange man speaks at 1. Trader Geo says Moonich. Big shouts to Trader Geo. He's been long all night, man. Trader Geo's been long all night. You know, so let's see. We got 800K on the trade again. All right. Let's see if we can't get a big old pumperoonie up to our next big zone of resistance, which is going to be 69,813. All right, let's see what we got going on here, man. So a value area high, all right. is basically the fair value zone. Where has the Bitcoin price been considered to be fair value since February 5th? All right, anything above the price of 70,890 is considered overvalued. Anything below 65 is considered undervalued. The way most of my trades are set up is looking to long in the undervalued territory and looking to short and or take profit of a long in the overvalued territory, right? So typically, the fact that we bounced from the value area low, the fact that we bounced from the value area low and then got a move all the way up here to this area above the high volume node means the highest probability is that we do come a bit higher toward the value area high. All right. That's the highest probability. Come on, Bitcoin. Don't do this to me. We got the highest probability. A Bitcoin, don't do this to me. Yeah, here we go. You've been short since the failed auction. Okay, cool. I mean, you know, I don't think it's a bad idea to get short here, especially if you're in long trades like myself. You know, I'm in multiple longs right now. I've still got longs running. Obviously, I'm still in the long trade that I've been in since last week. So yeah, I've got longs running, baby. We've got them running, baby. Let's go. You know, we've got them going. So let's see what happens here, man. This is it, baby. This is it. Sweep of 68,780. Crypto Crank is short from the sweep of 68,780. Let me check it out here. 68,780. Man, this keeps happening to me here. Yeah. 68,780 is where. Oh yeah, that's where you want to short. Yeah, coming up to the golden pocket. Yeah, for sure. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. Come on, Bitcoin. Come on, come on. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Come on. I'll bet you Bybit took that. Let's check. No, Bybit didn't take it. All right. Let's go. Let us go. Let us go. Oh, man. Oh, Bitcoin, what are you doing to me? This is some wiki price action. You know what we need? We need our BLOFIN chain, baby. That's what we need. We need our BLOFIN chain. There we go. Shout out to Mellow Wave Trading. Hey Jay, when I moved my limit order on Antarctic, the value changed almost zero? What do you mean? The value of your trade or the value of your order? I'm not sure. Doesn't happen to me, but I have an Antarctic support channel in my Discord. All right, make sure to check it out. Yeah, 68,780 Crypto Crank. That's right at the golden pocket, right? Fibonacci golden pocket from the high to the low. That would make for a nice scalperoni. Let's check out. Man, it would probably make for a nice quick scalp, but to be honest, feel like we could come up higher. But yeah, the golden pockets typically do give nice scalps. Let's see here. He Trader Geo, he says, Crank, one love, but enough shorts. Send it. Can it just dump in our faces? Meow? Meow. What are you, a cat? Yeah, let's see what happens here, guys. Yeah, definitely, like, honestly, if you're in a lot of long trades, it's not a bad place to open up a hedge short from here. We did reject from a key level. We did reject from a naked daily point of control that we, it's been tapped already, but that's pretty much where we rejected from, and then we back tested it. You know what I do find interesting is this, though. You know, it looks like we do want to continue the squeeze to the upside here. We've got about $500,000 on the trade so far. If you're under Jason Casper, it shows Jason Casper's face when you do the P&L. Is that true? I wonder if mine is like that. Oh yeah, mine is. It says Cheek Master. The Cheek Master from the Casper crew. They call me the Casper crew Cheek Master. So let's see, Trump's gonna talk and at 1 p.m. All right, we'll have to stay live for that, honestly. We're gonna have to stay live. You're TPing your ETH long here, says Trader Geo. All right, let's get a little bit crazy with this, all right? Let's get a little bit crazy with this. We'll go for the 786. I say, for me, I want to short the 786. I'm going to scalp short 69,999. All right, 69,999. Let's go, baby. 69,999. It's going down to 66680. Says someone in the chat. E-poll. All right. Saved by the Blood says we're inside your pocket, Jay. That's a little bit strange, honestly. Not gonna lie, that's a little bit strange. Your long is from 65.7 is printing. Let's go. Yeah, last time Trump talked, I'm gonna have to do another super chat. If it's on AP, if it's not on AP, we can't do a super chat. All right, guys. By the way, big shout out to BLOFIN. All right. As you can see, I've got my BLOFIN chain on. All right. Got my BLOFIN chain on. We got the BLOFIN bling. Sign up using BLOFIN, not only do you get access to my exclusive scalping group, but you get exclusive VIP fees, 0.02, market order, 0% limit order. Also, make sure to sign up to ANTARCTIC DEX and KCEX. And I'm officially partnered now with Yubit, which is another KYC free VPN free exchange with low fees. Also, if you want to join the Casper crew, where we gave the dang long in the moment this morning. Right? Didn't I give it? Yeah. Wait, didn't I give it? Yeah, I gave it. Yeah, I just took it. Just let everyone know I took it. You go to jasoncaspertrading.com. Not only did we give the long this morning, but also gave the long from last Friday. The one that's still open. The one that's still up right now, hundreds of thousands of millions of dollars in profit. All right, over on Antarctic Decentralized Exchange. All right. Guys, what are your feelings about ashwagandha? All right, let me know in the chat. What do you think about ashwagandha? You think it's a bad thing to take? You know, I've heard a lot of mixed feelings about ashwagandha. You know, let me know. Anyone else got no sound? I have sound. I can hear everything. I can hear everything. Shout out to Crypto Coons. He says the sound is fine. Yeah, so honestly, here's the deal. We're rejecting from a point of control, like right around 70,100, give or take. That's a high volume node. But, I would say this, like from a high time frame perspective, it makes the most sense to me that we come up higher right now. I'd say it makes the most sense that we come up to around this area here. Maybe even come all the way up to here. This is where I'm looking for my targets. And if we do get a drop, right? Well, our Fibonacci golden pocket 786 lines up very nicely right now with the POC. So on the high time frames, these are pretty much the levels that I'm interested in. And if we're not going to hold the POC, then I'm interested in coming all the way back down to take the lows at like 60K. That's what I would be most interested in, to be honest with you. If I had to be honest with you, and I do enjoy being honest with you. I do enjoy being honest with you. And guys, in about an hour and a half, Donald J is going to speak, and we're going to watch it live, and we're going to check out the market volatility and see what happens as DJT opens up the mouth. Right, people like ashwagandha. Ashwagandha? Yeah, ashwagandha. Ashwagandha. All right. Ashwagandha is like creatine. Interesting. Just like any other psychedelic? Nah, yeah, I mean, I do confuse ashwagandha and ayahuasca myself. They're not good things to confuse. You know? And people taking it. You need to be sure of yourself. Now, I'm not talking about ayahuasca. I'm talking about ashwagandha. All right, they're very different. All right, ayahuasca is like, you know, some DMT type stuff. Ashwagandha is it's an adaptogen. It's an adaptogen. It's supposed to lower stress and stuff like that. You know, it's supposed to lower stress and stuff like that. All right. Trump is not telling positive news. If he does, he's lying. Man, it is honestly a crazy world that we live in, where the president of the United States talks like he did yesterday on Twitter. It's very strange stuff. We live in some very strange times, man. Very strange. There's some high strangeness going on, I'll be honest. Some high strangeness going on. 10 grams of creatine daily. I am not a big fan of creatine. You know? Not a big fan of the creatine. Yeah, it's a very strange time, honestly. All right. I don't think this long trade is going to stay open here, and that's okay. Lock in a little profit. But I am not obviously going to close the juicy long trade from much lower. Who else we got in the chat here? Creatine is goated, bruv. I don't know. I hate creatine. I absolutely hate creatine. Okay? It's never done anything good to me. It's only ever given me diarrhea. All right? And I take the pure stuff. Pure creatine monohydrate, third-party lab tested, the expensive crap. All right? It's only ever given me diarrhea. I haven't noticed any strength gains. All right? I haven't noticed any endurance, any cognitive benefits. Nothing. 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 All right, shout out to R Pink. He posted something in the general chat of my Discord. All right, I'll check it out, R Pink. Let me see here. Where is general chat? Do I even have a general chat? Do I even have a general chat? I don't know. I don't even know if I have it, R-Pink. I don't even know where to find it, bro. I don't even know where to find that. I gotta be honest with you. A general discussion. Oh, I see. Oh, this is what it looks like with BLOFIN. If you're under Jason Casper's affiliate link, it shows this. That's funny, man. Jason Casper as an astronaut. JC as an astronaut. Wow, would you look at that? Would you look at that? What about muscle fullness? I mean, I haven't noticed anything with the creatine. Nothing. Zilch. Zip. Zero. I know, I hear all this stuff about creatine. It's good for your brain, it's good for this, it's good for that. Creatine makes you trade better. You can turn your 100x longs into 200x longs with no liquidation. See, that's the problem. I end up with ultra liquidation on creatine. I end up in the bathroom. You know what I'm saying? So, I end up in El Baño. Right, I have no muscle, so it can't fill anything up. That's true. Yeah, an astronaut. Jason Casper is an astronaut. You know what I'm saying? I'm officially partnered with Bitfunded. Bitfunded is my official prop firm that I am partnered with. Bitfunded, link in the description if you want to get funded. The easiest way to get funded is Bitfunded. A crypto prop firm, you could trade gold and silver and all that stuff too. Bull testicle is better than creatine. I've heard that, you know. 50 eggs a day, the same as creatine. I used to eat 20 eggs a day. I ate 20 eggs a day for a period of time. 20 eggs a day I ate for a period of time. I'll be honest with you guys. I've tried a lot of stuff. The only thing that really makes me feel good and strong is eating a healthy, balanced diet, sleeping enough, and not working out too much, but also keeping it real heavy and intense. Like, that's the real thing, at least for me. Did I went viral? Yeah, I saw I went viral. It actually changed my life. Overnight, I became a meme. And it was really cool to become a meme overnight when I left a super chat on the AP YouTube channel during Donald Trump's speech. I'm so glad, actually, they let super chats be on. Because then you can be seen, right? You can be seen. But yeah, I've become a meme overnight. It was quite fun, honestly. Yeah, look at this. Let's see how many views it's got now. 3.7 million views, guys. I never thought I'd make it like this. I never thought I'd make it like this. 3.7 million views. We have a new catchphrase. Son, I'm crying. I'm crying. So right now, I'm crying. Let's see if Bitcoin can finally push up and get this high here. All right, let's see. Come on, baby. Yeah, Bitfunded's good. Mind S says space exploration is real. All right, bro. Whatever you say, man. Whatever you say. I mean, when they send up a rocket on April Fool's Day. I don't know, all right? When they lost the technology to go back to the moon, even though they could allegedly do it in 1972, 1969, I never know, right? This is the car they drove around in on the moon. Let's see, where's the ship that they went in? Is this a real picture of it? I mean, guys, I mean, honestly, let's just be honest here, okay? You look at this. And you believe this thing went to the moon in 1969. You honestly kind of have to be retarded. I'm just going to be honest. You would honestly have to be retarded to actually believe that some tin foil and paper mache in 1969 took people to the moon. And miraculously, when it landed, it didn't leave any kind of dust print on the ground. Yet their boots left prints, but this giant thing didn't. All right. I don't know. But look, I know governments would never lie. Governments would never lie, especially not the American government, because America's good and all the other countries are bad. Like Russia, bad, man. Iran, bad. Iraq, bad. Venezuela, bad. Cuba, bad. America, good. North Korea would lie to their people about going to the moon, but America never would. And there's no reason that I could even think that the government would want billions of dollars a year for space exploration. There's nothing else they would want billions of dollars for. There's nothing else the government could use billions of dollars for, of your hard-earned tax money. But yeah, okay, space exploration is real. Sure, bro. We saw it happen on TV. That must make it real too. We saw it on TV. I know. Did you ever watch the press conference after the Apollo mission came back? They're sitting there. Oh my goodness, you got to watch the press conference. They obviously didn't go to the moon, man. But here's the thing. I can't believe anything the government tells me. I cannot believe anything the government tells me. I can't. I'm incapable. Incapable. The last 30 years of my life, every major thing has been a lie. You know? I think back to 9/11. Oh, turns out to be an inside job. I'm pretty sure it's undeniable. And then you think about the war, which came from 9/11. For some reason, instead of killing the alleged terrorists, which somehow took us 10 years, because, I don't know, they were hiding in a cave or something, allegedly. We go and fight a war with a totally different, separate country, Iraq, because they might have weapons of mass destruction. Whoops! They never did. You know, you think back to, like, the war in Vietnam. The Gulf of Tonkin was a false flag. I think Pearl Harbor was a false flag, too. I can't trust anything. I can't trust anything. Honestly. What's my code for Bitfunded? Here we go. We're pumping, baby. Take a telescope and look at the stuff they left on the moon? Sure. All right. I've never seen it. I've never seen the stuff they left on the moon. I hear people say, you can still see the flag on the moon today. People say it, but you can't really see it. It all started from the Titanic sinking. Yeah, J.P. Morgan, man. J.P. Morgan trying to sink some important people on the Titanic. Yeah, I feel you. I feel you. I feel you. Look, I feel you, man. It all goes back to the Titanic. Yeah, so the public egg code today, if you guys want some eggs, is egg. That's the code for the eggs, is egg. Honestly, they send a rocket to the moon on April Fool's Day, guys. They're making fun of you. They're literally making fun of you. I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. I want to see how much they can get away with without people noticing. Right, that is true. They did play golf on the moon. There you go. Yeah, I can drive with this. They did go to the moon, but they couldn't risk screwing it up on TV. I know that's another thing. Think about the moon missions in the 60s. They couldn't do it. They failure after failure. They didn't think they were going to be able to do it. And then all of a sudden they do it. Not only do they do it, they televise it, allegedly, on live TV with their 250 million mile radio communications, which work perfectly somehow, even though I can't even get a dang signal up here on the mountains where I live. Somehow they were able to do that. Somehow they were able to travel through the alleged Van Allen radiation belts back in the 60s simply because they hadn't yet been discovered. So apparently, if you don't discover intense belts of radiation, they don't affect you. I didn't know that, but I'm not a scientist. Birds aren't real. That's true. They've all been taken over by robots. They've all been taken over by robots. And they're all drones. All birds are fake. All birds are just drones, baby. We're building some liquidity here, all right? We're building some liquidity here. I think Crypto Crank's short idea has more merit, all right? More merit and more credit. Yeah, why is the meme 67 this year? I don't understand it because I've seen people posting 67. What's up with that? You know? What's the deal with 67? Look, this guy's dad was a rocket scientist for Lockheed, and he didn't think we really went. I also know a guy, I had an old client who worked on the lunar rover, and he said we didn't go either, and Russia knew it. And you know what's crazy? If he's right, and I believe he is, that means the Cold War was fake. Which really makes you think. And it really makes you consider. I guess you can't talk like that on YouTube. My bad. As I was just joking about all that stuff anyway. Come on. You guys know. You guys know. All right, we are back in action, baby. We are back in action. Smash up the likes, baby. Smash up the likes, baby. We are long. We are strong. When I go on vacation, do I bring a plunger with me or do I use the hotel plunger? I always use the hotel plunger. Yeah, it tastes a little bit different. But, you know. Tastes a little bit different, but it's all good, baby. Yeah, YouTube did that, man. YouTube did that. And then not only did YouTube do that, but then it said that the server for my live stream was not found, and then somehow it came back. I don't know what the heck happened. I mean, I have a feeling I'm not supposed to talk about that kind of stuff on YouTube, man. So sorry, guys. I forgot where I was at. This is Crypto Crank's short right here. This is Crypto Crank's short right here from the Fibonacci Golden Pocket. Crypto Crank, are you still short in this level? Let's check out Market Cipher B. You know, all this talk about conspiracy theories has gotten me a little bit off the charts. All right. Let's see here. We do have some bear divs here on the 1 minute. We do have some 1 minute bear divs here. You see that? 1 minute bear divergences. Let's see. I feel like we're going to pump. I feel like I shouldn't short this, but you know what? 1 minute bear div, baby. One minute bear div, baby. Let's see what happens on the 1 minute bear div. Trump is online? Really? Yeah, they can edit you on YouTube. They can. They can. Well, stopped out. That's all good in the hood, baby. One more push, says Crypto Crank. Yeah, the stream is back, not quicker. Yeah, we're back, baby. He talks 1 p.m. Eastern time. That's in about an hour. All right, let's see if we can't make our way up to the 786. I would love a move to the 786. That's what I would really like. But we've squeezed all of this right now. All of this so far has been squeezed. So all right. I just took a little bit of prof. Locked in a $3,000 prof. All right. I know, right? Stopped out, so now we're done. Well, Crypto Crank says one more push. I don't know if that was the one more push. We did come up to the 0.65 to the dang dollar. All right. So let me check out Market Cipher once again here. Let me check out my beloved 5 second here. Beloved 5 second doesn't really give a signal, to be honest. The 1 minute definitely does, like with the money flow and the momentum waves coming down here. You know? All right, we'll just have right now 200 racks on our long trade here. We got $200,000 in the position. We've locked in $3,000 of profits. Let's close off all the technical analysis here. All right, Trump's going to talk in about an hour 10, all right? Man, I can't believe the stream got rugged, man. That's so interesting. Yeah, it's the last order block before we go to the moon. Yeah, I mean, this 786 probably going to give us a little something, I would assume. Even if we go to the moon. I could be wrong, but we might do something like this. That's true. We already did go through the moon, Dave Digital. But I can't talk about that, Dave Digital. It gets the stream rugged, man. It gets the dang stream rug pulled, you know? So Trump's going to talk in an hour, and then we're going to get some volatility. Where do you watch Trump? Right here, man. You're going to watch right here. Am I still going to short the 786? I'm going to give it a shot. I'm going to give it a shot. What the heck, you know? What the heck? Yeah, I guess the moon is a very sensitive subject. I shouldn't have been talking about those things. Now my channel will be shadow banned for a little while until I can prove that I'm a good citizen again. So, my apologies, guys, you know? I don't want to go out like that, you know? I want to go out like that. And Remo, I can't talk, you know, we can't talk about it, man. Yeah, I know, right? Wajeb. Yeah, I know, right? But here's the thing, apparently it's the land of the free, right? But yeah, the thing is, the internet, I mean, I can't even talk about these things, bro. So whatever. It is what it is. We're here to trade crypto, man. You know? We're here to trade crypto. Man, people in the chat trying to bait me. Y'all trying to bait me. You guys are good at baiting me. Do a collab with Carl from the Moon. Man, I like Carl from the Moon. I just posted about that on Twitter. You know? I just posted about Carl and MM Crypto, the two OG 2020 Bull Run YouTube channels. Carl from the Moon. Posting about this stuff. MM Crypto, all of a sudden a healthy farmer guy who works out and loves Jesus. I'm like, man, these guys, they're men after my own heart, it seems. Here we go. Bitcoin pumping, here we go. Now here we go. Now here we go. Don't take the vax. Of course I'm taking the vax, guys. I love the vax. I'm all about the vax and all about the facts. Or as Joe Biden would say, I want the truth, not the facts. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit unhinged about the stream getting rugged. I'm not gonna lie, like I'm looking around like, what's that white van out there with no windows doing? You know what I'm saying? And I could even come on here and say, look, I'm not suicidal. But if anything were to happen to me, that's what's crazy about no matter what gets exposed, no one will ever get in trouble for it until the Lord returns and judges everybody, honestly. That's just how it is. No matter what gets exposed, no one will ever get in trouble for it until the Lord returns as a just judge and judges everybody accordingly. You know, my chickens do get vaxxed if I buy them from the hatchery because I don't care anymore. I used to be super like, I'm not eating eggs from chickens that have been vaccinated, this and that, right? But honestly, I just get the soulless chickens from the hatchery and they're all vaxxed. But when I hatch them myself, they're unvaxxed chickens, you know? This year I'm gonna focus heavily on hatching chickens. I love chickens. I love chickens so much, guys. I love everything about chickens. I love eggs. I love eating chickens. I love watching chickens. I love snuggling chickens, kissing chickens, petting chickens. Whenever you're depressed, you know what you do? You go out and you watch the chickens. You know? Whenever you're feeling a little bit down, you know what you got to do? Go out and just watch the chickens, man. That's what you got to do. That's what you got to do. Yeah, some free candy from the white van. Yeah, you know, I'm pretty sure that whole meme came from the Chitty Chitty Bang Bang movie. Do you guys remember that movie? Chitty Chitty Bang Bang? That guy walking around, candy children, candy. I wonder if my stream will work if I go visit the chickens now. Shall we go? Let's go see if we can't visit the chickens. I don't know if I'll still have internet by the chickens. We'll give it a shot, all right? Candy chickens. Oh, chickens, candy. I hear them. They're not here. They're not here, guys. They're somewhere else. They're somewhere in the woods. I hear them, but they're not here. Candy chickens, candy, candy chickens. I hear the roosters crowing way off in the distance. I don't know where they're at. I don't know where my chickens are at. Where my chickens at, baby? Where my chickens at? Yeah, chickens are amazing. They're amazing. Yeah, YouTube needs to pay me reparations for sure, man. Making me get my stream cut like that. All the blue hairs over at YouTube, man. They don't know they're messing with the BLOFIN Bling, official BLOFIN chain owner, if you know what I mean. Trump's gonna talk soon, guys. Hope everyone's ready for the insane volatility that shall ensue. Donald J, baby. How long have we been live right now? About an hour? It says 19 minutes on my thing. I feel like I'm gonna take the weighted vest off. Just go, I'm gonna raw dog the rest of the stream here. I don't want to waste too much energy, you know. I've got a heavy workout tomorrow, upper body. So. The candy meme is from an old German movie. Okay, okay. The name of the playlist from last night's stream, I'm pretty sure was this one here. Soulful Boom Bap Sessions. I tried to ask the AI, is it royalty free? Can I use it on my streams? And they didn't answer me, so, you know. They answered me not. I asked and they answered me not. I can't wait until DJ T starts speaking. Yeah. Can't wait for DJ T. Candied chicken? Hey yo, I cannot wait for DJ T to come on. SJ Casper sings the crypto song. Are we going short? No, we're going long. High leverage, baby, what could go wrong? We got the plunger in the hand. We're driving in the Benz from the sand to the sand. Hopefully we cash all throughout the land. We're looking for the place for this airplane to land. Bitcoin back to her old tricks. We're coming straight up to the next 786. You know, we reclaimed the GP. Listen to me, we're about to blast through resistance and go wee-hee. Bitcoin about to pump. Water slide coming out just like Donald Trump. Coming out to make a speech. He eats the peach. The next thing you know, we gotta pour all the bleach to disinfect the plunger. You give it a lick. It tastes so bad it makes me sick, but now come to think of it, it tastes kinda nice. Why is that? I guess I only used it twice. The two-use rule. for the plunger. You could still lick it. Don't go down under into the toilet to get it wet with the fecal matter. J. Casper on the treadmill like the Mad Hatter. If we can come up to resistance, we're gonna blast off and go the distance to the moon. Oh snap, I can't talk about that, my stream will get rugged. And then they give me the slap in the face, YouTube tripping. J. Casper, what is he missing? Hopefully we go tipping, tiptoe through the room. Better listen to the sound of the Bitcoin price blasting up into the ground. Next thing I know, I take my fist and I pound the desk 7 times. Bitcoin, sit back and listen to me rhyme. Oh snap, it's J. Casper. We're in the house. We're trading Bitcoin for this juicy bounce. And oh snap, I gotta take a peek. Does market Cipher B have any uneven butt cheeks? Big on the left side, so dang juicy, and skinny on the right side to round out the booty. You could see it right here. We got a fat left cheek, and my dear, we got a skinny right one, like the uneven butt. We take the ruler, and would you know what? We got about an hour and 54 minutes of butt crack. The Bitcoin price pumps, and then it comes back. You know, we flip resistance to support. Hopefully, you're not going short. Hopefully, you don't get hoard. Hopefully, you don't have to snort. Cause you snort when you got a cold dust up in your nose. Don't you know we're getting old? That's how it goes. At least it's what I've been told. I don't really know, but it's what I have to do if I wanna go. Take the profit, can you spot it? Tippy top it, we're about to pump right up to the next golden pocket. Fighting bad guys all day, just like Sonic and Robotnik. Market makers coming out, you know they wanna stop it. Cause the market makers try to get to profit. I say market maker better stop it. They stop hunt me, then they dump it. I say don't do that, baby, just pump it. We need some manipulation in the market for your information just to start it. And then we come to the 786. Bitcoin looking like a pile of sticks. Light it on fire. Bitcoin price down to the wire. We're pumping up no matter how I try. But you know I just can't stop the Squire. The Squire is the cheap version of the Fender guitar. You play the 6 strings, never getting far. Gotta get a real Fender amp and the instrument. Bitcoin price, it ain't no incident. Let's see if we can't get a move up, honestly. Let's go, baby. I feel a New York reversal coming when Trump opened his mouth. Yeah, honestly. I can't wait for him to start talking, man. It's going to be a long stream. If I run out of energy, we're going to have to go get some hard-boiled eggs from the fridge. All right? I don't mean to bash the Squires, baby, all right? Everyone had that Squire, that first guitar. That first guitar, it came with the little Squire combo amp with that little overdrive button, you know, to play all those heavy tunes. You know, it's forming a cup and handy. Yeah, you're right. It's forming a Sammy cup and handy. Is this going to pump or is this going to dump? Guys, is it going to pump or is it going to dump? Just in, guys, I actually have a cup and handle specialist in the studio with me who's going to commentate on whether or not this is going to dump or is it going to pump.
We're going to pump. No, we're going to dump. We're going to pump. No, we're going to dump. We're going to pump. No, we're going to dump. We're going to pump.
Looks like we're going to pump, honestly, according to the cup and handle specialist. And big shout to our super chat in the house. It says, thanks for the dope freestyles, Casper crew. Big shouts to the Casper crew. HFG, shout out to HFG, man. I haven't seen you here in a minute. I wonder if my chat filters you out, bro. Didn't we have that issue before? Is my eye color green or purple? You tell me. All right, it looks like we're trying to get the pump, all right? Wow, all right. Crypto Crank's in a $1.2 million short. He's up $1,600 so far. All right. Well, you know what? It might be actually time for that pump song. It might be actually time for that bounce. Let's see. I don't think that I have. Let me pop on over to the actual live stream dashboard here. How do I do that? Right here. Oh, look at this. YouTube doesn't even think I'm live? Oh wait, here we go. Look at this, man. Look at this. Would you look at this, man? This is what happens when you talk about stuff you're not allowed to talk about on YouTube. They rug you. They just rug you, baby. They ruin the stream, you know? Coming up to the 786, baby. It will range until 1 p.m. with DJT. Yeah, maybe. Dear Jason, please say Bitcoin. Thank you, Naver say Naver. Oh, is that Naver? What's up, Naver? What's up, Naver? What's going on, man? All right, here comes the 786. All right. Let's check out that 1 minute here. Looks pretty pumpy. Let's see. Doesn't look like we're rejecting. Doesn't look like we're rejecting at all. On the 786. Let's see. We're back down under her. Back down under. Could be worth a scalperoni and cheese. A quick wick up, a quick wick down. Could be worth a scalperoni and cheese, baby. Now we lose this, and we come down even lower. But you can see right now we're trying to hold support. Oh, oop, oop, poop, zoop, sloop, whoop, doop, doop. Let's see what happens there. Maybe that was it, crypto crank. Maybe that was it, man. This level, if we lose, going down lower. Where am I from? I'm from the state of peace of mind. All I want is just to have some peace of mind, you know? DJT, last chance, I mean it this time. Didn't he give like 17 last chances? Didn't DJT give like 17 last chances, man? Didn't he give like 17 last chances already? Honestly, in my opinion, that's kind of like shows some weakness. I'm not gonna lie, man. DJT, he gave a lot of last chances. Then he comes out screaming and yelling like a 12-year-old who didn't get his way. I don't know. know. No. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. He's going to talk, though, in 45 minutes, all right? Shout out to Crypto Coons who has to go. Much love to you, my man. God bless you, bro. God bless you, man. God bless you, my man. Yeah, that was pretty crazy. Doesn't the daily mind flow look good? It does, honestly. Like that's why I'm so super agnostic here. You know, I could see it going either way. I'm without knowledge. I'm agnostic. You know, come from the Greek word gnosis, which means knowledge, and which means without. You know, you're from India. Well, God bless you, man. God bless you from India. Maybe someday I'll go to India. I had someone invite me to India recently. Invite me to India. Said, Jay, you want to go to India? I said, probably not right now. But maybe I'd go in the future. Probably not right now, but maybe I would go in the future. All right, guys. 44 minutes, DJ T gonna speak. I wonder if we can find him on AP or something. All right, can't talk about this. All right, this is it, guys. Man, oh man, I can't wait to send another super chat, baby. I can't wait to send another super chat. Shout out to Christopher Columbus 1. What's going on, bro? God bless you, man. Well, visit the poop throwing festival? Doesn't sound like something I would like. Jordan goes, look, here's the thing, man. I literally got my stream rugged for talking about this stuff, okay? I can't talk about it anymore. I can't talk about it anymore. I got my stream rugged for talking about this stuff, man. I can't talk about it anymore. All right. So... People in the chat, they keep trying to bait me into talking about things I can't talk about. People are like, Jason, what do you think about Israel? What do you think about the moon landing? What do you think about this? What do you think about that? Guys, I can't talk about that stuff, all right? If I'm gonna get shut down, I want it to be because I'm preaching the gospel of Jesus Christ. Not because I'm talking about anything else. You know what I'm saying? So, what a worthless way to get shut down. You've been doing the fasting routine I talked about? It's amazing, is it not? I told you, man. I told you. Yeah, it really is amazing. So the fasting routine I was talking about, guys, if you wanna supercharge your life into productivity, let me tell you what you gotta do. It'll suck. It'll suck. You can't do it for more than like 2 or 3 months at the most, but you wake up early with an alarm. All right? This is a temporary thing, okay? If you do this too long, you'll burn yourself out, okay? First of all, wake up early with an alarm. Immediately do 20 burpees right out the dang bed. All right, wife will hate you for it. You got to do what you got to do. All right, then you chug some coffee that's already been in the fridge overnight. Chug it, whatever dose of caffeine you like. Then take a cold shower right after the caffeine. Slap yourself in the face. Say, be a man. You know, don't be a labia. And then after that, you go right into the gym and do a heavy workout. Now, it helps if you have a home gym. I don't know what it's like to go to a commercial gym. You do a heavy workout, 3 to 4 days a week, heavy weights. If it's a rest day, either do some walking or some sprinting, all right? And then get right to work. And it's OMAD. You eat 1 meal a day in the late afternoon. Between 4 and 7 p.m., you eat 1 meal. That's it. Other than that, you just drink water and coffee. And don't do anything that feels good or tastes good until nighttime, all right? That includes sexual relations with your spouse, because anything that spikes dopamine, you don't want that for this, all right? This will give you mental and physical toughness in short spurts. Spikes cortisol. Now, if you do this too long, you're going to end up with some serious adrenal burnout and like fatigue. But for short spurts, I don't know, it does something to you. It builds some real toughness. It builds some real toughness. That old school toughness that our grandparents had. You know, where they got up early, they lied about their age to go fight the war when they were like 16. Yeah, man, I thought that was a weird drone coming my way, quicker, not quicker, but you know, it turned out just to be a single passenger airplane flying, you know. Yeah, it'll wreck your hormones, honestly, if you do it for too long. Do it for too long, it'll tank your testosterone, it'll boost your cortisol to new all-time highs. And it will do that in the short term too. But here's the thing. The thing about cortisol and what makes cortisol so deceptive is, in the beginning, cortisol feels good. In the beginning, being in that constant fight or flight mode feels good. It feels productive. It feels awesome. Then after a few months, that's where the negative effects really start to take place. That's why you have to know when to use this. I use this when I need like a boost, like after a period of, I don't want to say a period of laziness, because I don't consider myself a lazy person, but after a period of going through the motions in being disciplined about my diet or my exercise or my productivity. Post mode, right? Post mode. I say, you know what, screw this. I'm going hardcore for a little bit. I probably do that once a year or so for a period of 2 or 3 months, you know? Too long happens after you had the coffee in the shower. I don't know. I mean, honestly, I think back to like when I was growing this YouTube channel. In the beginning days, I was doing that. I remember getting up early. I remember chugging my coffee. I remember slapping myself in the face in the shower. What do I think about nicotine as a stimulant? I like nicotine as a stimulant more than caffeine because it tends to give more of the positive and less of the negative effects. Like, you know, on nicotine, you don't get the jitters that you get with caffeine, but you do get the physical boost and the mental boost. Now, I don't really know how I feel about caffeine long-term for your health. I've read mixed things about it. I know it can be good for your brain. I know it's apparently a nootropic, but I also hear it's bad for your arteries. I don't know what's true or not. And I'm not a regular user of nicotine. So if I'm gonna use nicotine, I either smoke a cigar, which I do love the occasional cigar, okay? I thoroughly enjoy the occasional nice cigar. Now, you know, I could never be a daily or even a weekly cigar smoker because it just doesn't fit into my life. You got to sit down for like an hour and a half with that cigar and do nothing, and I can't, right? But if I need nicotine in a pinch, I chew nicotine gum, and I usually chew 2 milligrams worth. That's typically if I'm on a very long drive and I don't want to have another coffee, because if you have a long drive, I'm very sensitive to caffeine. So I start drinking coffee, And I actually don't get the mental effect. I only get the physical effect. So after like my second cup of coffee for the day, I don't get any more mental alertness, but instead I get the jitters. I feel like a tired person stuck inside of an energized body, and I hate that feeling. But that's where the nicotine can be beneficial, because it doesn't give you the jitters, but it does stimulate your brain. And for long drives, I like to do that, right? The coffee number one, the coffee number two, nicotine gum. And nicotine has a much quicker half-life than caffeine as well. So caffeine takes 12 hours before half of it's out of your system, but the nicotine is only 6-hour half-life. So it's better for the evening as well. But again, I'm not a doctor. I'm just telling you guys what I like to do. You know? When do I open a short? Well, I did short the 786 here, so let's see. Trump's going to talk in about half an hour. Mushroom coffee? I just heard about mushroom coffee. Me and my wife were talking about it last night. I don't trust mushroom coffee, you know? It just sounds weird. Saffron. I tried saffron. It made me break out all over my body with itchy hives, especially my scrotum. All right? So I had IBS, a bad case of itchy ball syndrome from the saffron. And I was hoping that it wasn't the saffron. I was hoping maybe I got into contact with something else, you know, out in my environment. But after all the itchy BS went away, I tried it again, and I started to get hives on my arms. And I said, oh, that sucks, because the saffron did actually make me feel really good. I liked the saffron a lot. They say it's a natural SSRI with none of the negatives and only positives. Plus, I like the taste of saffron. My mom used to cook this rice with saffron. She had this little vial, right? It was like crack, a little crack vial of saffron. She put like a couple hairs in the rice for a fancy dinner. She'd make this stuff, arroz con pollo, or as I say, arroz con polo. It was the chicken, the rice, some other stuff, and she put a little saffron in there as well. What about meth? Shilajit? Yeah, I've tried Shilajit. Man, shout out to Divine Hood. You're Persian, you use saffron on everything? Man, I mean, it's good, and as I was reading about it, the benefits almost seem too good to be true. It like boosts testosterone, it helps you sleep, it can help your muscle growth, like it can make you not depressed, it can make you feel happy all the time, like all this stuff. And I'm like, man, it sounds too good to be true. And so I tried it, and I don't know if it was placebo at first, but I did it for like 2 weeks. And by the time I stopped it, like I said, I was you know, I know it's TMI, but you know, the skin in my private area was extremely inflamed and itchy, and it was very scary. It was very scary. Not gonna lie, all right? Could barely even walk on the treadmill. You guys probably saw my streams that day. I was walking like this. And every step I took would irritate it more. You know? It was like, ugh. It was intense. It was real intense, man. Fun Geek is good on steak? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, and the gooch, man. It was more than the gooch. It was everything. It was everything. All right. It was everything. All right. The fasting plan. Well, thankfully, I wasn't fasting when I wasn't doing that crazy protocol when I tried the saffron. All right. I tried the saffron. This is back in early December. So like, here's the thing. I tried the saffron, and I thought I just had dry skin because it's cold. All right. It was literally icy at my farm from December 3rd until I escaped to Cuba. And so like, first I had just dry skin, you know, being outside taking care of the chickens, because I go outside in the winter in a tank top because I ignore the winter. I hate the winter, so I pretend it's not there. It kept getting worse and worse. My wife's like, it's probably the saffron. I'm like, nah, come on. I went on AI. Does saffron cause an allergic reaction? AI's like, nah, super rare, like super low chance. Oh my goodness, guys. Oh crap. Here comes the white van to get me. A little bit nervous. Yeah, I think I'm just allergic to saffron. That's the thing. I'm gonna stream Trump. Yeah, I'm gonna stream Trump. Yeah, I'm streaming Trump, baby. I got him all set right here. He's all ready to go. Look at AP. People don't know what's about to hit him. Another super chat. Look at this guy. He don't know. He's ready, but he don't know. He's thinking to himself, man, I hope that idiot doesn't send another super chat. You know, hope that idiot doesn't send another super chat. You know? Can't wait for DJT to show his face. Come on, DJT, or as I call him for short, Digit. Look, they're getting the lights ready. How many government officials does it take to change a White House light bulb? How many government officials does it take to change it? He's looking on YouTube. How do you change the light bulb? Quick little Google search. Unscrew it. Righty-tighty. Oh, wrong way. Lefty-loosey. Oh, this guy knows what he's doing. Here we go. He's about to come out. Press conference, baby. Get the super chat ready. All right, let me practice my lines. Dear Trump, please say Bitcoin. Did I give up on Shilajit? I didn't give up on Shilajit, but I do enjoy, what was I saying? I didn't give up on Shilajit, but I haven't taken it in a while for no reason. All right. Why did I go to Cuba? Because I have mad family out in Cuba, and honestly, I have family in Cuba, and I hate the winter. I hate the winter. Like I said, the winter makes you gay, all right? It's not natural. It's not natural. It's not natural. Why would anyone want to live in a place where every year there's a chance you might die if you don't grow enough and preserve enough food in the summer? That's weird. Why not just go to Cuba where there's papayas and mangoes and plantains on the trees and you don't have to do anything to get them, right? You can grow sweet potatoes. You know, like I said, the winter is not good. It's, like I said, it's a gateway drug. Shilajit did nothing for you, man? Guys, I'll be right back, all right? I got to go grab something real quick. We'll be right back, all right? Watch the trade for me. All right, guys, we're back here. Sorry about that. All right, we got 20 minutes, guys, until DJT. They're still trying to screw in the light bulb. They're calling in. They're like, you know what, guys? We don't do this. You know what we need? We need a woman to call somebody and help. We'll get this blonde woman right here to call. Who's this? Channel 13 News. This is such a strange live stream of just everybody all candid right now. She's like, excuse me, we need help screwing in these light bulbs. We can't do it. We don't know what to do. They've been trying now for like 15 minutes. They're looking on YouTube, but the YouTube tutorial doesn't help. Are we going to pump or are we going to dump? I don't know, you know? I don't know. I'm just holding both positions. By the way, guys, you know, if you're in the Casper crew this morning, I let everyone know I've taken the long when we dip down into the level. So, shouts to the Casper crew. Big shout to BLOFIN. Big shout to ANTARCTIC. Big shout to KCEX. Big shout to the Casper crew. All right, we got a shout out. Yeah, why is Michael Saylor? That's true, he did look like Michael Saylor. He's not here anymore. Man, I can't wait for this press conference, guys. We are going to get some extreme volatility, baby. Some extreme volatility. It's going to be so extreme. What does Market Cipher say? Honestly, Market Cipher's, in my opinion, is pretty ambiguous, but the high time frames are bullish. You're confused, long or short? Well, I'm long from this morning in the Casper crew. I've obviously added to the trade along the way up. I'm also long still from Friday, 2 Fridays ago, from 65K, this trade that I gave in the Casper crew. And then I did take a short on this live stream from the 786, which is going to be stopped out for a small loss if it gets stopped out. Yeah. Look, if Trump comes on, we'll probably get a pump and dump, honestly. So we have to be aware of that. Whoa. Crap. Uh-oh. Oh, whew, I thought my whole computer like screwed up for a second there. 15 minutes until DJT comes out the building waving at me. Until DJT comes out the dang building waving at me. We got 15 minutes till DJT comes out the building. We got 15 minutes till DJT comes out the building, baby, waving at me. He says, hey Jay, how are you today? I said, Donald Trump, I love the way you keep it orange every day. You're always eating porridge every way. Breaking through the door hinge, your name is Jay. Just kidding, Donald J, you know, we keep it straight, baby. You know I never give it gay. Jay Casper on the treadmill every single day. Coming to the charts, baby, no, we eating from these trades. We long the bottom, sure the top, cause that is how we play. We're so dang serious. And listen to me, don't get delirious. You wanna stew the food, you got it chilling in the pot. And don't you know we are about to hit the spot where the Bitcoin price is blast straight through resistance, straight to the moon, and then we go the distance. Hey, listen to me, Artemis, is it real? I can't talk about that on the YouTube, cause they rub the stream. Don't mean to be a boo, but you know we gotta do it, cause we always keep it true. We ain't never false, just like the sky is blue. We got the white clouds, they look so pretty. Look at this Bitcoin price, so petty. Hopefully we don't dump it down, cause we got mad money on the longs. Jay, not a clown. Here we go. We got the nice sombrero, the mustache to flow. And sit back and welcome to the Jason Casper show. Cause you know I got the bars in my head with the crypto flow. And now we're coming up, the stop loss. Like the coffee in a cup, you drink 2 coffees and then the nicotine gun. Now sit back, we about to have some fun. DJT about to come through. Let me tell you what the Bitcoin's gonna do. DJT about to come through, baby. Let me tell you what the Bitcoin is about to do. Donald J. Trump, DJT will come through. And let me tell you what the Bitcoin's gonna do. I said, Donald J. Trump will come through. Let me tell you what the Bitcoin's going to do. Be careful with this price action, man. We got 14 minutes. Wreck everybody. Incoming. You better check yourself before you wreck yourself. You better check yourself or you'll wreck yourself. Make sure to protect yourself. You gotta check yourself before you wreck yourself. Baby, make sure to protect yourself. You better check yourself, don't wreck yourself. Make sure to hedge yourself. You gotta protect yourself. If you can get dressed yourself, then you better not wreck yourself. Yeah, hey Jay, We got 15 minutes till we play the Donald Trump game. You know he's coming out with the speech. He's so furry like a nice orange peach from Georgia. You know we go south of the border. Got the sombreros on your head like a hoarder. You ever see the show Hoarders on the TV? They keep stuff in their house, never let the freak to go. You know we got the BLOFIN chain on the neck. It's how we flow, you know it's best. In the gym we only train chest, never train legs, cause that's what is next. Yeah, it's 12:45, New York time, we staying alive. The Bitcoin price about to add more to the long, as we sit back and sing the song. We got 350 on the trade. Bitcoin price, you know that's the way. Are we gonna dump or pump? I will say maybe both. When DJ, that's what I call Trump. He's coming out, don't you know the Bitcoin's about to pump? We're above the 786 and the Bitcoin price is back to her old tricks. Check yourself, don't wreck yourself. Make sure to protect yourself. Check yourself, don't wreck yourself. Make sure to protect yourself. Yo, check yourself or yo, wreck yourself. Make sure to protect yourself and hedge yourself. Get dressed yourself, protect yourself, and make sure not to wreck yourself. Hey yo, check yourself or you wreck yourself. If you could get dressed yourself, you better check yourself before you wreck yourself. Can I get dressed myself? The other day I tried to put on my shirt, but I failed and I ended up facing the dirt like a crypto whale. Big shout to BLOFIN, you get it in the lowest fees. Where do I begin? 0.2 market order. The limit's coming in like a flirter. We're flirting with resistance. Go the distance. J Casper Bitcoin trades. You wanna diss this to kiss this. Did we just CDW on Bybit? No. Not quite yet, my man. Let's see. About to CDW on Bybit. Let's see, did we lock in the profits? What? Okay, there we go. 4 grand, baby. Crap, I'm late to the entry. Driving a Bentley. 7320. Ba-ba-doom, ba-doom, ba-doom. All right, we got the CD dub. Let's wait and see what she's gonna be. Honestly, it doesn't look bearish at all. Doesn't look bearish at all, but yeah, but you gotta take it when you see it. You gotta take a CDW when you see it. You gotta, all right? It's the rule. It's against the law not to, guys. All right, we got 10 minutes until DJT comes on in. Boom, ba-doom, ba-doom. This is a nice beat that we got in the background. Smash up the likes, guys. Exactly 10 minutes until Donald J comes out the house just to play. Shout out to Dave Digital. Clean. Mind muscle connection on curls, bench, squats, rows, cables. Feels great. That's what's up, man. It's all about the mind muscle connection, honestly. I know people say it's not about the mind muscle connection, but honestly, it is all about that mind muscle connection, you know? It's nothing like feeling that juicy mind muscle connection, baby. You know what I'm saying? What's a CDW? A CDW is a swing failure pattern, all right? A swing failure pattern is where you have a high and the candle wicks above and then wicks below. Some people call it a dangerous knife catch, but honestly, in my opinion, it's a pretty safe trade to take because essentially you know exactly where you're wrong, which is if you make another high, the risk is very low. And yeah, it's basically a fake out of the high. So let's see what happens, right? I'm taking the short. I got 350 on the trade. Just made four grand on the trade I gave in the moment in the Casper crew this morning, where I told everyone I've taken the long just now after giving the setup, and then we dip down to the GP. All right. So we're up 4K. And look, we're not really up 4K because I've probably lost maybe like a couple $100 because I've been shorting and getting stopped out at like break evens, right? So you guys see me I took a $250 loss. I just took what was that? Let me see this. Yeah, I took a $400 loss, a $150 loss. So that's what, $600. So I'm really up $3,400. If this one gets stopped out for, let's say, it would be like $600, right? So I'll be up like 28 so far. But then I still have my long run in, right? So the long run in, I'll be up close to 4 grand, right? If the short works out, I'm gonna hit a TP1 on the short if my long gets stopped out, right? So yeah, that's how I like to trade, honestly. But look, we still got our longs rolling, baby. You know, the juicy swing trade that we've been in since last Friday. We're up right now we're up like 32 grand right now on this, man. We're up 32 grand. And I told everyone also that I will be taking this exact trade. And I told people I've got my limit order set. In the Casper crew, man, you get the setup in advance. You know, I tell people what I've done. I've opened a third of the long. I've got my limit orders set, right? I try and be super transparent about what I'm doing. Tell people when I'm going to hedge, all that kind of stuff, you know. In the Casper crew, VIP, baby. You know we keep it true. You know, I'm trying to tell people I've taken a long here, took a little long from here, shorted again, give my entry, taking the long trade, you know, all that kind of stuff, you know. That's how we roll in the Casper crew. We got 7 minutes until DJT comes out the building, you know. Let's go, baby. What's DJT gonna be? What's he gonna be? What's he gonna do? What's he gonna do today? We got to give a major shout to the super chat in the house. Your long and short aren't on shared balance. Not on BLOFIN. No, on BLOFIN they're both isolated. They're both isolated. Oh man. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness gracious. 69809. Let's see what happens here, man. Long trade gets stopped out. The short trade's up a grand. No, on Antarctic, I do everything on cross, but here it's all isolated. What indicator volume do I use? I just use a normal indicator. I don't know. You know? All right, 5 minutes until DJT, baby. Wouldn't surprise me if we get another pump and dump, honestly. Wouldn't surprise me if we get another pump and dump, to be totally honest with you. If we go to 66, Crypto Crank's gonna make 200,000 USDs. That'd be crazy, man. That would be pretty crazy, man. Can you imagine that? All right, there we go. There we go. Locked in another night, another grand. All right. All right. So let's see what happens here. I'm out the long now. I'm in the short. All right. Long made 4 grand. Short is currently at 1 grand. We have about 150,000 left in the position. Let's see what happens. We have a few minutes until DJT comes out the gate, swinging, pumping and swinging. You know. Let's see what happens. I'm very curious. Oh man. 1 p.m. Huh? I'm getting my super chats ready here, guys. Let me make sure I have my super. I'm going to text myself the URL of the thing. I'm gonna get my super chat ready. I've got to get my super chat ready. We got 2 minutes, guys. Y'all ready? Y'all ready for this? Y'all ready for this? Let's go ahead and get the... I know. You guys don't see what you want to see there. Give me 1 second, all right? Give me 1 second. Okay. All right. Let's see here. We're waiting for DJT. Where is he, guys? They're all asking, where is he?
Okay, she's getting somebody. Flags, yeah, there's nothing.
This is so funny.
We could do it this side, but not that way. But even the same, there is these two. Are they at 100? Huh? They're gonna be. Can I find out that answer? Will they tell us that answer? I mean, Caroline will be.
Caroline might know the answer, guys. Yeah, I don't have it loud right now, guys, because I don't want. Okay, I'll put it loud so you guys can hear what they're talking about.
Can we try to turn it off and then just see how it looks? We have 25 minutes. Yeah. I think we just turn it off. We go ahead and see how it is.
Let's turn the 3 barn doors off.
Micah, don't you think we just turn that off and see how it looks?
Yeah, just this one is.
Well,
these two.
yeah, sorry. That's our priority. Were you here for the last one?
That's the center one.
You were on the turn. Just turn them all off.
Yep. We only got the center one off. So we need this 2 sides. Yeah. Yep. Okay, there's all of them. So the only things that are on are the 2 weird little spots. They're pointing it at me.
I got one earlier.
They're about to change the lights again.
Are they?
No, you didn't change them.
Oh yeah, they're killing now.
There's going to be guests here. Because I was irritated making them like not pitch back here.
Can we put the 3 lights back on?
3 lights back on.
Oh, Eric, come on.
Well, this is what we did. Like this one's
What do you want
Come on, DJT, we're waiting for you, buddy.
You don't want me to bump that top barn door up, do you? Because I feel like
Suspense
it's like
is killing
here.
me, guys.
Well, it's like 3/4. Like if I stand up straight, I'm 3/4 of that light. I can see it. Yeah, that's what they're asking for.
During questions.
Yeah, I mean, this is obviously totally a new thing because these people are going to dump me on, and then he's going to be kind of. So these ones do, so you can kind of see how they're like right here. These ones are pointed at the press, and then this one is. I'll just be like
These were on last time.
These 3 were on last time.
Okay.
And what about this back row right here above his head?
This back row was on last time.
Oh, I'm not live? Hang on. I see that.
And it's at the same tone.
They're the same color sound.
Yo, crap. Thank you. There we go. Waiting for Donald Trump to start, man. Come on, DJ. T. Where am I looking for a fresh long? Honestly, I'm looking for a fresh long. Either taking this low and reclaim, or even better would be taking this low and then reclaim. That's where I'm looking for a freshie right now. Man, the suspense is literally killing me. I'll tell you why the suspense is killing me. It's because I have myself my super chat ready to go. I want him to start already so that I can. Really, I want my phone screen back. I want my phone screen back so that I can look at the charts on my phones. You know. You're long on oil? That's probably. This is so interesting, man. I wonder what's going to happen. If he says the war's over, then we pump. Yeah. Let's see what's going to happen here.
Or does it go all the way to the door? There is a space. Just go.
Come on, Trump. Come on, man.
Thank you very much.
All right, here we go.
It's a great honor to be with you, and happy Easter. We had a great Easter. This is one of our better Easters, I think, in a lot of different ways. I can say militarily, it's been one of the best. So, good afternoon. We have quite a bit to discuss. We'll go into pretty good detail. And we have the people that are most involved. We'll give you exactitude. And we're here today to celebrate the success of one of the largest, most complex, most harrowing combat searches. I guess you would call it a search and rescue mission ever attempted by the military. Generally, when planes are knocked down in war, especially when you're fighting a strong group, an evil group, you can't really do this because you send in 200 men to pick up one. And it's something that's usually not attempted as much as you want to attempt. And bad things happen to that one or two. And in this case, we did two, and it might not have been attempted before, but we did. And we had great talent, but we got a little luck too, I would say. And we were helped by a lot of people, a lot of great people. And it was an honor to be involved with it. It's very historic. This is a a rescue that's very historic. It'll go down in the books. Late Thursday night, an American F-15 fighter jet went down deep inside enemy territory in Iran while participating in Operation Epic Fury, where we're doing unbelievably well, well at a level that nobody's ever seen before. The entire country can be taken out in one night, and that night might be tomorrow night. Both members of the crew ejected from the aircraft and landed alive on Iranian soil. I immediately was asked to make a decision. I ordered the U.S. Armed Forces to do whatever was necessary to bring our brave warriors back home. A risky decision, because we could have ended up with 100 dead as opposed to 1 or 2. It's a hard decision to make. But in the United States military, we leave no American behind. We don't do it. Within hours, our armed forces deployed 21 military aircraft into hostile airspace, many flying at very low altitude, being shot by bullets. You bring rifles into play when you're going that low, but there are also certain advantages. And in broad daylight over Iran for 7 hours, at times facing very, very heavy enemy fire. We have a helicopter that's got a lot of bullets in it. It's amazing. We just realized how good those weapons are. Our machines are. Nobody has the equipment that we have, and nobody has the military that we have. Not even close. We're the most powerful military anywhere in the world by far. The flight crews and warfighters aboard those aircraft took extraordinary risks to rescue their fellow service members. This first wave of search and rescue forces successfully located the pilot of the F-15, and he was extracted from enemy territory by an HH-60 Jolly Green II helicopter. Fabulous machine as our warriors faced gunfire at very close range. It's amazing that when you look at the machinery, what happened, that nobody was even injured. Meanwhile, the second crew member, a weapons system officer, highly respected colonel, had landed a significant distance away from the pilot. When you're going at those speeds, even if you go out 2 or 3 seconds later, it's miles and miles away because you're going fast. He was injured quite badly and stranded in an area teeming with terrorists from the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps rough group, as well as besieged militia and local authorities. On top of everything else, they told the communities actually within inside of Iran, the people of Iran, they were given a tremendous incentive to find this pilot. Despite the peril, the officer followed his training and climbed into the treacherous mountain terrain and started climbing toward a higher altitude, something they were trained to do in order to evade capture. They want to always go as far away from the site of the shoot down. You want to go as far away because they all head right to that site. You want to be as far away as you can. And he was injured, and he was an amazing, amazing thing. He scaled cliff faces, bleeding rather profusely, treated his own wounds, and contacted American forces to transmit his location. They have a very sophisticated beeper-type apparatus that is on them at all times. And when they go out on these missions, they make sure they have lots of battery space, and they're in good shape. And this one worked really well, amazingly, saved his life. We immediately mobilized a massive operation to retrieve him from the mountain holdout, and he kept going higher and higher. The mountain kept getting rougher and rougher, and really very, very hard to find. The second rescue mission involved 155 aircraft, including 4 bombers, 64 fighters, 48 refueling tankers, 13 rescue aircraft, and more. We were bringing them all over, and a lot of it was subterfuge. We wanted to have them think he was in a different location because they had a vast military force out there. Thousands of people were looking. So we wanted them to look in different areas. So we were scattered it all over like we were right on top of them. We had 7 different locations where they thought, and they were very confused. They said, well, wait a minute, they've got groups here, they've got groups there. It's an amazing thing. I was listening to these great people, these great generals. General Raisin Kane was amazing, and Pete Hegseth was amazing. But I listened to the whole thing. It was pretty amazing. So they had all these different sites where everybody thought he was located. We think we have him over there because they have 9 planes circling a little area that's 25 miles down the coast. So in a breathtaking show of skill and precision, lethality and force, America's military descended on the area, the real area, engaged the enemy, rescued the stranded officer, destroyed all threats, and exited Iranian territory while taking no casualties of any kind. The heroic F-15 weapons system officer had evaded capture on the ground in Iran for almost 48 hours. That's a long time when you're in tough shape and when you're bleeding. It's a long time. When we left, as you probably know, we had 2 large planes, pretty old planes that carried a lot. We needed a lot more equipment going in than coming out, obviously, because going in, we needed to be able to scale mountains, and we had a lot of equipment. But the sand was sandy, wet sand, so we thought there may be a problem taking off because of the weight of the plane, and then we also had all the men jumping back onto the planes, and they got pretty well bogged down, and we had a contingency plan, which was unbelievable, where lighter, faster aircraft came in, and they took them out. We blew up the old planes. We blew them up to smithereens because we had equipment on the planes that, frankly, we'd like to take, but I don't think it was worthwhile spending another 4 hours there taking it off. So we didn't want anybody to have, we have the best equipment anywhere in the world. We didn't want anybody examining our anti-aircraft and other equipment. So these were large planes that were old and pretty old, and we blew them up. And we had faster, lighter planes come in, and they were able to land on the sand. We needed the bigger planes because we had so much equipment that we needed. We took 3 helicopters over there, which were very strongly used, and couldn't have lived without them. They did, and they performed unbelievably well. And if you'd see it, you wouldn't believe it. They came off the plane, and these guys had them. The rotors were off. They rebuilt these helicopters in less than 10 minutes. And that was one of the more amazing things. These are helicopters, small, unbelievably powerful, but small, very small, so it can get into certain areas. And they got them off the plane, and they rebuilt all 3 of them in a matter of less than 10 minutes. It's pretty amazing what the genius of these people. Who would think that? You'd think it would take 5 days to build them. And in some companies, it would take 5 days, and they wouldn't do it well. But they served us well. As Commander-in-Chief, I never forget the extraordinary risk taken by the warriors that we send into battle, and the genius. I mean, think of it, having a contingency of 3 planes waiting because we think the sand is so bad that we probably won't be able to take off. And the planes really got bogged. This was not much of a runway. This was a farm, not a runway. It's a farm, but it did the trick. But to have a contingency as opposed to having to wait 2 days, can you imagine right in the middle? This was central. This was right, you would call it central casting if you were doing a movie for location. And probably the toughest area of Iran where we'd be sitting there. So these planes came in, those pilots came in so fast and so quick and got out of there. Everybody got aboard and just got 15-minute intervals. 1 load out, 1 load out, 1 load out. It happened, and we were watching, and we said, "That's amazing." It's in many ways, I was almost more impressed by the contingency that we had than the fact that if we would have had a runway or decent soil. But it was an amazing thing. But we thank God for every single one of them. And the talent, the genius is not even talent, it's genius. It's the whole ball game, every one of them. If you look at what we did with Maduro We went into a military compound, a massive, with thousands and thousands of soldiers, and within a matter of minutes, and he lived behind iron doors. There were steel doors, broke them down so quickly, and within almost minutes, he was in the back of these planes. It was a similar group. Incredible. We have incredibly talented people. And if the time comes, we move heaven and earth to bring them home safely. We're going to bring our people home safely. I want to thank every member of the U.S. Armed Forces involved in these historic operations. They really were historic. It's just not something that's done. And you'd understand it. Not that they don't want to do it, but when you're going into areas, when you look at these helicopters, when you look at the amount of bullets and everything else that they took, when you go into these areas, you don't come out like we came out. God was watching us. I tell you, well, it was the Easter, we were in Easter territory, I guess, but God was watching us. Amazing. Because when you look at the machinery, they took damage. It tells you, first thing I said is, these are unbelievable machines, how they flew back and not even much of a problem. But these two extraordinary rescues, because it was two, and as you probably know, we didn't talk about the first one for an hour, and then somebody leaked something, which we'll hopefully find that leaker. We're looking very hard to find that leaker, and talked about there's somebody missing. They basically said that we have one and there's somebody missing. Well, they didn't know there was somebody missing until this leaker gave the information. So whoever it was, we think we'll be able to find it out because we're going to go to the media company that released it, and we're going to say, national security, give it up or go to jail. And we know who, and you know who we're talking about, because some things you can't do. Because when they did that, all of a sudden, the entire country of Iran knew that there was a pilot that was on their land that was fighting for his life. And it also made it much more difficult for the pilots and for the people going in to search for him. All of a sudden, there's somebody out there, they see all these planes coming in, it became a much more difficult operation. Because a leaker leaked that we have one, we've rescued one, but there's another one out there that we're trying to get. So actually, the country, Iran, put out a major notice, you all saw it, offering a very big award for anybody that captures the pilot. So in addition to a hostile, very talented, very good, very evil military, we had millions of people trying to get an award. So when you add that to it, but we have to find that leaker because that's a sick person. Probably didn't realize the extent of how bad it was. I can't imagine that the person did. We're going to find out. It's national security, and the person that did the story will go to jail if he doesn't say, and that doesn't last long, and I think everybody would understand it. They put this mission at great risk. They put that man at great risk, and they put the hundreds of people that went in looking for him, because everyone now knows that we're going in. Over the past 37 days, America's armed forces have carried out more than 10,000 combat flights over Iran, unheard of, striking than 13,000 to 15 we lost last week, was the first manned aircraft downed by the enemy in this entire operation with thousands and thousands of flights. They got lucky. It was a lucky hit. You know, eventually you get lucky. But we got lucky too because we got both of them back. But it's a record that is unparalleled in the history of military air operations. Nobody's ever seen anything like it. It's such an honor to be involved with it. We were up late at night, and then we were waiting for those contingent planes to come in, and we say, come on, let's go, get in, because they're waiting out on this farm without a runway, with wet, crummy soil, sand, mostly sand, wet sand, and it eats planes alive, and we're waiting, and we're saying, I hope that one can land and take off. And they came in like magic, boom, 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 one after another. It was like genius. I'm so impressed by that. Because we were a little concerned. We said, boy, if they don't get in and get up fast, we're sitting in them. And that's called Iran Prime, right, General? That's That's where the whole bet is. And here we are sitting there waiting for a plane, but they came in so fast and so hard, and these guys knew exactly what to do. Let's go, come on, get in, let's go, blah. They came one right after another, not at the same time. They don't want to come at the same time. They had to come right after each other. They didn't have any room. There was barely any room to land. Tiny little patch of very wet earth and sand. So I'm so proud of the people that I have standing up here with me and many others that worked. I mean, so many. Steve Witkoff's over here. He's doing fantastically. Jared Kushner. But the people that are here, the job they did is amazing. And I think I'm going to introduce the head of the CIA, and he is a man he's central casting, okay? If we cast a movie, he's going to play the head of the CIA. He's one of the few. John Ratcliffe, he did a phenomenal job that night. He did something that I don't know if you want to talk about it. If you want, you can. I'm not sure you're supposed to. I'm not going to talk about it. But the CIA was very responsible for finding this little speck. It's like they used an expression on one of the shows. A general was talking about, it's like finding a needle in a haystack, finding this pilot. And the CIA was unbelievable. And you may, if you can, you'll talk. It might be classified, in which case I'd have to put him in jail if he talks about it. And I don't want to put him in jail. He doesn't deserve that. So, John, do you want to say a few words? Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. President. It's a privilege to be here with you today to share what we can about this exceptional mission and to recognize the ingenuity and bravery of those who executed it, as well as the leadership and resolve of the President who ordered it. One thing that has been clear to me in this role is that the flawless military operations that the Department of War is known for are hostage to flawless intelligence. We saw that in the skies over Iran in Operation Midnight Hammer last summer. We witnessed it in Venezuela during Operation Absolute Resolve. We've seen it against the cartels in the Western Hemisphere, and we're seeing it every day in Operation Epic Fury, including this mission to rescue an aviator buried deep behind enemy lines. Because it is the unique tradition of the U.S. Armed Forces that we leave no man or woman behind, this was a no-fail mission. That was the spirit in which the President put us to work, and we were determined not to let him down or our airmen down. As an agency, the CIA possesses unique capabilities that only the President can deploy. Some of these capabilities fall under covert action authorities. And because covert means exactly that, I'm not going to be able to tell you everything that you want to know. At the President's direction, we deployed both human assets and exquisite technologies that no other intelligence service in the world possesses to a daunting challenge, comparable to hunting for a single grain of sand in the middle of a desert. This was also a race against the clock, as it was critical that we locate the downed aviator as quickly as possible, while at the same time keeping our enemies misdirected. For that reason, in addition to the human and technical assets deployed by the President to find our airmen, CIA executed a deception campaign to confuse the Iranians who were desperately hunting for our airmen. On Saturday morning, we achieved our primary objective by finding and providing confirmation that one of America's best and bravest was alive and concealed in a mountain crevice, still invisible to the enemy, but not to the CIA. That confirmation was relayed by Secretary Hegseth to the President, and the operation quickly moved to the execution phase. Following the successful exfiltration on Saturday night, our intelligence reflects that the Iranians were embarrassed and ultimately humiliated by the success of this audacious rescue mission. When the President asked me to lead the CIA, he made it clear: get back to basics, no politics, no agendas. Tackle the hardest problems, and execute the toughest missions. This President is about results, and now that's what his CIA is about too. The professionals at the agency and at the Department of War deserve immense credit for their flawless execution during this daring mission. Their skill, creativity, and courage are unmatched on the battlefield wherever they step. But none of that matters, and all of that is wasted without a president with the political courage to put them into action. Mr. President, I've had the privilege of seeing you act with political courage in the best interest of the United States up close on a daily basis, and I'm grateful that this successful mission has given the American people a window into that as well. The Secretary and Chairman will tell you that our service members' confidence is boosted by a Commander-in-Chief who has their back the same way they have yours. And I know that the confidence of CIA's officers is boosted by the knowledge that their work is informing a president who's not afraid to make the hardest decisions when the stakes are highest. And to the American people, your confidence should be boosted by knowing that the security of the nation is in the hands of a president who's willing to take on problems that have confounded both sides of the political aisle for nearly half a century. It is an honor to serve under a leader who just proved that you can believe him when he says, no matter what, we will leave no one behind. We will come for you. Thank you.
Well, John, thank you for the collaboration of the CIA as well. Incredible and ongoing partnership. Ladies and gentlemen, fellow Americans, and especially the brave warriors in our armed forces, over this Easter weekend, the United States military has once again proved why we possess the greatest fighting force the world has ever known. In two extraordinary combat search and rescue operations deep inside enemy territory in Iran, our warriors executed missions of breathtaking skill, courage, and precision. When our warriors are unleashed, as this president has allowed them to be, they are unstoppable. When American airmen were down behind enemy lines, our forces and our president did not hesitate. Special operators supported by elite air crews and intelligence professionals moved swiftly and decisively into treacherous mountain terrain under the constant threat of Iranian forces closing in. Ultimately, it was an impotent Iranian threat. And today, as the CIA director mentioned, Iran's military, and we know this, is embarrassed and humiliated, and they should be. Now, these are not routine operations. They were high-risk, high-stakes missions conducted in the heart of enemy territory. This was not just barely into Iran, this was deep into Iran, involving coordinated strikes to suppress threats, deception tactics to protect our teams, and full synchronization across air, ground, and special operations. The Iranians are still asking themselves right now, how did the Americans do this? One downed airman evaded capture for more than a day, scaling rugged ridges while hunted by the enemy. When he was finally able to activate his emergency transponder, his first message was simple, and it was powerful. He sent a message, God is good. In that moment of isolation and danger, his faith and fighting spirit shone through. You see, shot down on a Friday, Good Friday, hidden in a cave, a crevice, all of Saturday, and rescued on Sunday. Flown out of Iran as the sun was rising on Easter Sunday. A pilot reborn, all home and accounted for, a nation rejoicing. God is good. Despite incoming fire and unforgiving conditions, our troops brought every American home. No American lives were lost. We leave no man behind, and that is not luck. It's the result of unmatched training, superior technology, an unbreakable warrior ethos, and sheer American grit. Our special operators, pilots, and support crews performed with near perfection under fire, and they were lethal. Just ask any Iranian soldier who dared attempt to get anywhere near that pilot, before or during that mission. Death from above. Our troops turned a potential tragedy into a resounding demonstration of American resolve and capability. That's what Excellence in uniform looks like. But make no mistake about it, none of this would have been possible without the courageous leadership and ironclad determination of President Donald J. Trump. From the moment our airmen went down, President Trump made it clear we will leave no one behind. The first mission, the first of two, was an audacious daylight thunder run right up the middle. It was authorized in less than 2 hours from that pilot going down when we knew where he was. And it was authorized in the middle of the night, because anybody that's worked for this man knows he's up in the middle of the night. Authorized immediately, without hesitation, audaciously. The second mission, as soon as we knew where that pilot was, and John was certainly helpful in that, also executed immediately. You know, I looked up at my screen when the final mission was complete inside our SCIF, our secure facility. And we have a running VTC, a running coordination cell. And the top of it read 45 hours and 56 minutes. For 45 hours and 56 minutes, we held that call open for coordination. From the moment our pilots went down, our mission was unblinking. The call never dropped, the meeting never stopped, the planning never ceased. The president demanded rapid, decisive action. He backed our military with the full weight of his resolve, refusing to let enemy propaganda or tactical setbacks deter us. His leadership ensured that every lethal and non-lethal resource was brought to bear, that our forces had the authorities and the support they needed to succeed. When the president says he has the backs of our warfighters, he means it. And it means a great deal, and it's a big difference on the battlefield. President Trump understands that peace through strength is not a slogan. It is a doctrine that saves American lives. His unwavering commitment to rebuilding our military and restoring the warrior spirit has paid dividends in missions just like this one. Under his command, America projects power with confidence and brings our people home with victory. And that continues today, by the way. Per the president's direction, today will be the largest volume of strikes since day one of this operation. Tomorrow, even more than today. And then Iran has a choice. Choose wisely, because this president does not play around. You can ask Soleimani, you can ask Maduro, you can ask Khomeini. To those heroes who planned and executed these rescues, your nation stands in awe. I stand in awe. The chairman stands in awe. We all stand in awe of your professionalism and bravery. We serve for you. You embody the very best of America. To the rescued airmen and their families, welcome home. Your courage and endurance, the quiet declaration of faith amid the storm, inspires us all. God is good every day. And to our adversaries watching from Tehran, let this be a clear message. The United States military will go anywhere, at any time, to protect our own and complete the mission. We execute with precision. We control the skies. You see, we flew for 7 hours in daylight over Iran to get the first pilot. And we flew 7 hours in the middle of the night to get the second. And Iran did nothing about it. We fight with honor, and under President Trump's leadership, we win. So God bless our troops, God bless President Trump, and God bless the United States of America. Thank you.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you, Mr. Secretary. A note before I start, I know many of you want specific details in these briefings. We will share what we can, but I will retain what I must in the event that we have to go do this again sometime. And I cannot stress the importance, as the President said, around operational security. The Secretary and I will do a more detailed briefing tomorrow morning, and we look forward to sharing the details that we can. On Thursday, 2 April at 10:10 p.m. Eastern Time, 4:40 in the morning, local Iran time, the Joint Personnel Recovery Center, which handles the Central Command area of responsibility, declared an isolated personnel recovery event for a U.S. Air Force F-15E Strike Eagle, call sign Dude 44, which was down in hostile Iranian territory. The pilot and weapons system officer had both safely ejected and were isolated behind enemy lines. Following confirmation of active rescue beacons and on the direction of the Secretary and by order of the President, a rescue operation was launched with the stated purpose of bringing both Americans home safely. As the Secretary said, several hours later on the morning after positively locating the front seater, call sign Dude 44 Alpha, and aware of an aggressive ongoing search by the enemy, a U.S. Central Command plan was approved by the Secretary and the President. Shortly thereafter, a U.S. Air Force Combat Search and Rescue Task Force, comprised of A-10 Warthogs in their Sandy role, and I'll describe what that is in a minute, HC-130 Combat King 2s, HH-60 Jolly Green 2 helicopters, and Air Force Special Warfare Airmen, a package comprised of combat rescue officers and pararescueman operators, audaciously penetrated enemy territory in broad daylight to find, fix, and recover Dude 44 Alpha from behind enemy lines. This was an incredibly dangerous mission, an incredibly dangerous undertaking, but a filled promise made to every American warfighter that you will not be left behind. We will always come find you, and we will always bring you home. Over the next hours, the Search and Rescue Task Force crossed the beach, entered into Iranian airspace, protected by a fighter strike package, and moved into the objective area, all under fire. En route, as some of you have seen on social media, the helicopters took gas off the C-130s and pressed onward and forward up into the objective area. While this was ongoing and out in front of them, the Sandy flight of A-10s and other remotely piloted aircraft, drones, and other tactical aircraft were violently suppressing and engaging the enemy in a close-in gunfight to keep them away from the front seater and allow the pickup force to get into the objective area. During this engagement, one of the Sandy aircraft, the one primarily responsible for communicating with the downed pilot, was hit by enemy fire. This pilot continued to fight, continued the mission, and then upon exit, flew his aircraft into another country and determined that the airplane was not landable. This was one of our A-10 Sandy aircraft. The pilot then made the decision to eject over friendly territory and was quickly and safely recovered and is doing fine. After picking up Dude 44 Alpha, the HH-60 Jolly Green fight was engaged by every single person in Iran who had a small arms weapon. And one of the aircraft, the trailing aircraft, took several hits. The crew sustained minor injury and they are going to be fine. A note for those of you that do not know what a Sandy does. Named after the flight call sign that did this very mission in Vietnam, flying A-1 Sky Raiders and A-7 Corsairs, a Sandy has one mission: get to the survivor, bring the rescue force forward, and put themselves between that survivor on the ground and the enemy. They are committed to this. This is what they live for, and this is what they've trained for over many, many years. The A-10 force and the rescue force did a fantastic job rescuing Dude 44 Alpha. He was recovered Friday afternoon. As I said, and the nation needs to know this, this was an incredibly brave and courageous mission, and a testament to the courage, skill, and tenacity of the joint force and our leaders. And especially a daylight option, having the guts to try, means so much to so many. Meanwhile, the backseater, as the President and the Secretary have said, had continued to work and survive. Through the hours of daylight, Dude 44 Bravo, the backseater, evaded. Using every means available, the efforts of the United States military, the Central Intelligence Agency, and others were attempting to find and locate with precision Dude 44 Bravo, the backseater. A note on the back seater and the front seater. The single most important contributor to a successful rescue operation is the spirit of attack inside the heart of that downed aviator. Their will to survive, their will to evade, their will to recover is everything. In this case, the backseater's absolute commitment to surviving made much of our efforts possible. On Saturday, 4 April, after establishing positive communications with the backseater, we learned, as the President said, that he was injured and actively evading enemy forces. And thanks to our interagency partners, we were able to get eyes on his location and positively ID him. Throughout this entire time, the enemy force continued to search for 4-4 Bravo, and the joint force continued to strike them over and over and over again. Fighting off marginal weather in Iran and the enemy's search for a second time on Saturday, at the recommendation of the CENTCOM commander and at the approval of the Secretary and the President, we launched a rescue task force to recover Dude 4-4 Bravo. Again, this came to the President and the Secretary for approval, this time with a much larger force package based on the time that the enemy had to prepare to find 4-4 Bravo. Again, this force was protected by A-10 Warthogs using the Sandy call sign. And this force had one single mission: do everything they can to bring an American home. This meant having a plan, being prepared to execute that plan, and, more importantly, being prepared for multiple, simultaneous contingencies. And because of this force's professionalism, grit, and determination, fight off two enemies at the same time: the enemy searching for 4-4 Bravo and contingencies, which anyone who has done these types of missions knows we run into every single time. The force fought off both of those enemies incredibly well. During the period of darkness on Saturday, and as the Secretary said, into Easter Sunday and into the daylight, the force fought its way in and rescued Dude 4-4 Bravo. They were protected overhead by an air armada, including tactical drones, strike aircraft, and others. The force fought through multiple simultaneous contingencies, something no other nation, no other military can do, and safely returned Dude 4-4 Bravo, the backseater, home, and all other Americans home as well. At midnight 12 local Eastern Time, Easter Sunday, more than 50 hours after the start of this operation, the Joint Personnel Recovery Center declared Dude 4-4 Bravo, both the front and back seater, returned to friendly territory. The courage demonstrated by both the pilot and the weapons system officer while isolated and them invading the enemy cannot be overstated. Their grit and warfighting tenacity is a direct result of the absolute trust they have in our rescue forces, their training, and their will to survive and return. They always knew that we would be ordered to go get them, and they always knew that we would be coming to get them. These two operations reflect our nation's most sacred obligation to our military service members. We leave no one behind, bless you. It also perfectly captures the first truth of our special operations forces, that people are more important than hardware. That is the standard we live by, and the rescue forces that execute these missions operate under a clear motto: these things we do that others may live. Their actions were a direct embodiment of that commitment to others, and I could not be more proud of each and every one of them today. As the Secretary said to our enemies, this operation serves as a clear reminder of the capability and will of America's joint force. The United States of America will recover our warfighters anywhere in the world, under any conditions, when we want to. We will always bring overwhelming skill and firepower. To every member of the joint force, our interagency partners, the leadership at CENTCOM, and our leaders at the department and above, thank you. I'm proud of each and every one of you and thankful to our deployed forces and their families. And lastly, and most importantly, to Dude 44, welcome home. Job well done. Thank you.
Pretty amazing, pretty amazing. And these two gentlemen have been, from day one, they've been perfecto. You know, I got to know General Kane in my first term because he was able to take out ISIS in 4 weeks instead of the 4-year projection that was given to me by other much lesser generals. I said, you know, if I ever do this again, that's going to be the head of my Joint Chiefs of Staff. And we worked it that way, didn't we? It's amazing. He took out ISIS. We defeated ISIS in 4 weeks. I was told it would take 4 years. I flew to Iraq to find out with the greatest equipment in the world, why would it take 4 years? And he told me, sir, it won't. It'll take 4 weeks and you'll have time left over. And that's exactly what happened. So he's great. And Pete, all I can say is that he was treated very unfairly. And now those same people that treated him unfairly, that fought against him, they called me up saying, what a great choice he was. They said, well, what happened during his nomination? What happened to you? I'm telling you, people that were not for him, senators, friends of mine, sir, I don't think you're doing the right thing. Now they're calling me up. What a choice. These two guys are fantastic. And John Ratcliffe was incredible. It was actually their genius that called us from, he was 40 miles away. And he said, you know, we're seeing something moving up in the mountain. This is at night. And they kept the camera on him for 45 minutes. It wasn't moving. And they said, you know, probably wrong, but we're seeing something moving. This is a vast mountain, vast, thick, with bushes, trees. He said, we see something moving 40 miles away. It was the head of a human being, I'm telling you, it's moving. And then all of a sudden, 45 minutes later, he moved a lot. He stood up, and they said, we have him. And that was really the beginning of something incredible. We had an idea where he was, but not specifically. And it's a big mountain. So I want to thank the CIA, too. I don't think they get enough credit for the great job they've done. Yes, please. Yes.
Thank you very much, Mr. President, for this great opportunity. Country, it has super army. You make a difference, Mr. President. Thank you for your greatest leadership.
Thank you.
I have 2 quick questions, Mr. President. What was your reaction when you learned that Kurdistan region had resumed exporting oil to the international market with your support as United States of America?
Well, I expected that. We've gotten along with the Kurds for a long time, so I expected that.
Another question, what would be your reaction if the Iranian people rise up against their regime during a ceasefire, Mr. President?
Well, they should do it, but again, the consequences are great. I mean, they were told, if you protest, you will be shot immediately. You saw what happened to the young wrestler. He was a great champion, by the way. He was a great wrestler, one of the top in the world. And he and his 2 friends were hung. And all they did was say a little bit about liberty. They wanted liberty, and they were violently executed. But the number is up to probably 45,000 people were killed. So, you know, when somebody stays in a house, when they know if they walk out of the house to protest, they'll be immediately shot and killed. And they issued that, you know, that was publicly issued. It's not a secret. That's why so many people say, oh, well, why are you doing this way? We can't let Iran have a nuclear weapon. You know, we got regime change, we do. We're dealing with a much different regime than before. We're dealing with different people. They're smarter. I think they're sharper and far less radical. We have regime change, but we didn't do this for regime change. We did it for the fact, and my view was very simple. I saw somebody said, oh, he doesn't have a plan. I have the best plan of all, but I'm not going to tell you what my plan is. You know, they want me to say, here's my plan. We're going to attack at 9:47 in the morning, and then we're going to do this, and then we're going to... And if you don't do that, they say, I have a plan. These people know what the plan is. Everybody here knows what the plan is. But it's very unfair to say we don't, because I don't mind being insulted. I've been insulted for many years by the fake news, but you can't. It's so bad for people that are so pro. You just saw two great and John Ratcliffe, three unbelievable people. They have a plan. Every single thing has been thought out by all of us. But I can't reveal the plan to the media. So, you know, but we're just thrilled by the success of this operation. Yes, please.
Thank you, Mr. President. You've said Iranians would be mad if you stopped these attacks, but why would they want you to blow up their infrastructure, to cut off their power? Wouldn't that be punishing Iranians for the actions of the regime?
They would be willing to, and it's suffering, they would be willing to suffer that in order to have freedom. The Iranians have, and we've had numerous intercepts. Please keep bombing. Bombs that are dropping near their homes. Please keep bombing. Do it. And these are people that are living where the bombs are exploding. And when we leave and we're not hitting those areas, they're saying, please come back, come back, come back. These are the people. I don't know what they do. All I can tell you is they want freedom. They have lived in a world that you know nothing about. It's a violent, horrible world where if you protest, you are shot. Remember the great woman protests where they had 400,000, 500,000 women, and they were all enthused and they were going to protest, and everybody said, oh, the regime's going to come to an end. And then all of a sudden, boom, boom, 5, 6 different areas. A woman would go down right between the eyes. They had snipers. They had 5 snipers. That's all it took. And those 400,000 or 500,000 women said, oh my God, what's that? Oh, look over there, what's that? A woman shot right between the eyes. And after 5 or 6 of them go down, then you start hearing the purr through the vast number of people. And then they said, oh my God, who would do that? And they're incredible people, but they've lived so horribly. They've lived so horribly. You know, Iran was a great country if you go back 25 years ago or so. The Persian people, they're incredible, smart, brilliant actually. And I know so many. I know coming from New York, originally I know so many people from Iran. They're incredible people, incredible energy and very, very brilliant people. But when you're standing in a group and protesting and you have a woman, in the case of the woman, remember the Great Woman March, everybody was saying, oh, this is the end of the country. And then snipers selectively picked. Every single one was shot right between the eyes from a long distance. They were on top of buildings. Nobody even knew where they were, where they're coming from. This wasn't like a machine gun, which is also very bad. They've done that too. They did that recently. This was snipers sitting on the top of buildings, aiming and hitting women. And when they see people go down, and all of a sudden there's a riot in the reverse direction, and they never came out again. And a lot of the news doesn't talk about that. They talk about, oh, women's rights. You want to see women's rights? You're not going to see it there. It's amazing when I see some of the stupid people like, you know, AOC +3, all that group. They talk about, oh, freedom for Iran. They don't tell you the real facts. Women, men, gays. How about gays for Iran? They kill the gays. They throw them off buildings. So I wonder what's going on. I can only say this. They want us to keep bombing, even if it jeopardizes, because their life is in much greater danger. They want freedom for Iran, but it's very hard for them to protest. I actually tell them, I said, don't go out. I fully understand. Nobody in this room would go out. I don't think there's any, because frankly, it's not a question of bravery. We're all brave, right? You're brave, I'm brave, we're all brave. But we're also intelligent. If you have people shooting at you, expert shots with the best rifles you can get, and hitting you right between the eyes every single time, and you're looking here and you're seeing and you're looking here, you're out of there. I don't care who it is. Please.
Mark Meredith, Fox News.
I know that.
Oh, thank you.
How would I know that? Go ahead.
America's watching. No.
Good job.
Can we go back to the weekend?